A Look at the Track is underwritten by the generous support of the Inn at Earl West, a dining experience.
Can this man call it, or can this man call it? Trotter, you called it, man.
Well, I just didn't think he was coming into the race the right way. And as a handicapper, you always try to beat a horse like that. And I guess we got lucky, made a couple extra bucks this weekend, but it was a great race.
Yeah, was you? Oh, you got the money jacket on, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we made a big score. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that tough. I just knew if you beat American Pharaoh on the back end of that late pick four, you were going to make money. And you know, it happened that way. You know, for me, it's going to be a bet against every time, and this time it came to fruition.
You're having quite a good meet, by the way, because
I've had
I've
a
been
great
doing the
meet.
math. You've been
Yeah.
doing a good one.
No, I've had some nice scores. Like I said at Saratoga, you go through your lulls, you go through your downtime, but when you're right, you get paid up here, and that's the key to horse racing.
It is. Now, look, I've got to, first, obviously don't pretend to know anywhere near what you know, but I watched that race and I watched it closely. People I were with got the same impression I got. Everybody thought it was going to be a two-horse race between Pharaoh and Frosted, right? And coming into the final turn, it really appeared to us as though Frosted pushed him against the rail, just knocked him into the rail and may have thrown him a little bit, thrown his momentum. Did you hear that?
I watched the race. I watched it a couple of times to go back. After reading everything with Victor Espinoza, he didn't have the horse at the end. You know, that we call that race riding. When you kind of get him there, you want to pinch him into the rail, kind of make him come out of a situation he's not used to. The great horses overcome that. You know, get bounced around a little, comes back at him. He put Frosted away, and it kind of set up the race for Kenai. So, you know, there's going to be bumping in horse racing. We've had it this year. But the great ones overcome that. I just think American Pharaoh wasn't the American Pharaoh coming into that race. I don't know if they had a game plan coming in and they kind of brought him here, oh, let's win, and the race didn't set up like that for him.
Yeah, you know what? I heard that also. I heard that they just thought, you know, you've heard it every way from me, didn't have a good day. We're talking about American Pharaoh, didn't have a good day. His heart wasn't in it, is what I heard.
Well, I mean, I think he showed a lot of heart. I just think you can't come off the plane. I mean, horses are like humans. You get off the plane, all of a sudden, you get to jog around the track twice, and now you got to run the biggest race of your life. I mean, they should have left the Haskell, came here. If they were going to run here, acclimate to the track, get him some good workouts. He had to travel to Lexington. They picked up Sunnyside. Then he came here. I know me. After my long trips to Vegas, I get there. I like a day to unwind, and it seemed like he was in the spotlight. They had him work out. I mean, it's a lot to ask, not only a person, but a horse. And they were up against some good horses. And Dale Romans, he's the new giant killer. I mean, he comes in and he wins big races. He puts the horses in spot that, like, why are you putting them here? And he finds ways to win.
You know, I'm sure I'm not using the right term, but we were watching the race there, and we're thinking, okay, if Pharaoh's got it, he's you know, he's a length ahead of Frosted, and out of nowhere comes Keen Ice, and that jockey was working that horse. You could see they gave it everything they had, right?
Right. No, well, Victor said it when he pushed the button to go. He didn't have that go, and he said normally with his gallop out, he's got to pull the horse up. He said the horse was exhausted by the time he got the line. And then, not to take anything away from Keen Ice. I mean, Keen Ice still has to run a big race, and Castellanos won 5 Travers, new record. So he knows how to win races too. And one thing that was odd to me is that Victor Espinoza, not that we're making excuses for anything, he didn't ride one race up at Saratoga the whole week. I would like to know, is the track favorite in speed? Is the inside good, outside good? I mean, just to show up here and think you're going to win a race at Saratoga, it's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, sure is. Well, you know what? We were reporting on it tonight that Travers is gone, and now the track really kind of, well, don't want to use the word winds down, but it does. And the locals really come out now. We've got Fan Appreciation Week and some of those things. What's your take on the track now? Do you like it?
You got more room. I mean, for me, there's cons and pros and cons. Less money in the pool, so that always hurts me because now you're missing a lot of that dead money that we call the vacationers, the I bet red, I bet blue, I bet the number
Yeah,
7.
right,
That kind
that's
of
right.
money's gone. But, it's a good time for the locals to get over there, enjoy the track. Sunday, they're giving away the long sleeve T-shirt.
Oh, the shirts, yeah.
So that'll be a popular. I'm sure you'll get a good crowd for it. And then the people that don't want to deal with the crowd, it's an enjoyable time to come up. You get to eat at some of the nicer restaurants that there's not a 2-hour wait, and you can get a hotel room. So, like I said, there's pros and cons to it.
I got it. All right. Travis, we got 2 things to go over. Give us a couple of picks for tomorrow.
Okay, race 6, number 3, Island Therapy, 9-2. I like the jockey switch. Johnny V gets on this horse. I think the race sets up perfect for this horse. There's not a ton of speed in the race, and so I think the horses on the front end can do a little dueling with each other. I call this kind of horse, he's a stalker. He's going to sit in a perfect spot. So let the front runners burn themselves out a little, and then he can get the jump on the deep closers. So by the time the deep closers want to try to win the race, I don't think they're going to be there. I think the front end is going to be a little harder than anticipated. I think Johnny V is going to set a nice trip with number 3, Island Therapy, 9-2. Kind of a nice pick in the 6th race.
Gotcha. And you got a pick for the 8th, right?
Okay, let's hand it out here. I got number 4, Defining Product. I know your face is going to light up. 20-1.
Yes, there we go.
20-1 speed. Ortiz. I think, it hasn't rained here in a while. This track's going to be awfully pancake, cement, whatever you want to call it. He looks like the only go-go jockey around here. He gets on the front end. He steals races. You look at races, there's a ton of speed. Nobody goes. He sends his horse. I think this is ripe for a picking. 20-1 shot. Ortiz gets on the front end. Say goodbye. 20-1, $42 horse up at Saratoga. That's nice money.
Well, like I did at the beginning, can this man call it or not? You should be paying attention, I'll tell you. Hey, you'll be gone next week. We're not going to see you next week. I do want to do a recap, so we'll do that. But we got our own thing for you. Obviously, the weather is a lot warmer and a lot hotter than we anticipated. You already know about furlongs out on Route 29, but we got one for you. You head out there, you mention Look TV, or you mention that you know Trotter from Look TV. 2-for-1 ice cream.
2-for-1 ice creams. Come in. Great hot weather. Bring the family. Get a couple ice creams for everybody, and it's 2-for-1 ice creams. You can't beat that other than our 20-1 shot that we're giving.
Yeah, on the
tomorrow.
8th. You know I'm going to go for that one. So, Trotter, thanks very much. Thank you for, I can't believe this meet's almost over.
It goes fast. It always does.
It does, and thanks. Great to have you here
Thanks
as always.
for having me. Another fun summer.
You got it. See this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.
A Look at the Track is underwritten by the generous support of the Inn at Earl West, a dining experience.